Hi, it's Chris, and welcome back to the sea. What do we have on the show today? Today we're filming on a cheesy Chinesium camera that I purchased on the old Amazon. It's a 5K camera, and I'm sure this is total garbage, and I apologize in advance. It just has some features like brightness and black and white, and the ability to actually zoom at a highly pixelated rate. So, we have an Amiga here from the Netherlands from Mr. Dimitri. And the customs form says Amiga 3000, cookies, chocolates, and stickers. So here we go. This is what's on the inside. There's a note and my mushroom cup coffee. This is a very unique packaging. I hope to God this is turning out audio-wise. I'm actually wearing the mic because it doesn't seem over-modulated today because of this newer camera. Inside we have the Stroop waffles from Dalemans. I've had these before. I think from the Netherlands also. You can buy these fresh over there. We also have Netter Letter Milk chocolate from Favorina. It is, in Dutch, Glucose Stroop Carbododer Milk Vet Mugo Berlober. Sounds like a guy from the Muppets. Thank you for that. And we have some wood burned stickers. They're like dog tags. Another Amiga saved by Dr. Chris. Thank you for those. Commodore Amiga fixed by Dr. Chris. That is really cool. Let's check it out. Wood burned. That is cool. Thank you for that. Inside we have a note. Just a few words. Dear Dr. Chris, thank you so much for agreeing to help me with my Amiga motherboard. I truly appreciate your expertise and the time you're taking to repair it. Unfortunately, my enthusiasm during cleaning caused some damage to the CPU.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh no. I suspect the capacitors are due for replacement. I'm confident it's in good hands with you. As a small token of my gratitude, I've included a few goodies in the package. You will find some traditional Dutch treats like Stroop waffles, Netter chocolade. The chocolate letter part is Sinterklaas tradition here in the Netherlands. Sinterklaas, celebrated December 5th, is a festive holiday where children receive gifts and sweets. The chocolate letters are given to represent the first letter of someone's name. I thought that you might simply enjoy one for the taste, so I got the M because it's bigger than the C. I've also added some stickers you can keep for yourself or share with others, whichever you prefer. I want to take a big moment to say how much I enjoy your YouTube videos. They bring me so much joy and have rekindled my passion for the Amiga. I'm almost 50 now. Really? I'm almost 60. And I can't help but feel that the Amiga in your videos take me back to the 90s. That's what it's about. Thank you. Maybe it's a bit of a midlife crisis, but I'm embracing it with open arms. I use my Amiga in combination with a Genlock 2300 and have a hard drive with a booming 40 megabyte capacity. I look forward to getting this 3000 up and running again with your help. It holds a lot of great memories. Thank you for your support and generosity. If there's anything else you need from my side, please don't hesitate to let me know. Warm regards, Mr. Dimitri from the Netherlands. Dude, that's incredible. You printed out my copyrighted Amiga stickers. There you go. They say Amiga. Very good. Some gold Amiga stickers. They have the check marks on some. They have the check marks and they say Amiga in gold. I don't know if you can see that. Very nice. Thank you. I love the stickers. All right, we have some more unpacking to do. Okay, we have a smashed 68030. We'll get into that. She's a 25. She's totally smashed, so that's not going to work. Kel socket is really bad. It still has a freaking Varda on it. I'm going to get the GoPro because this camera, again, sucks. 36% battery. Here we go with the Amiga 3000. There's some CPU damage there. Don't let it fool ya. I saw a big scratch right near my thumb. There's a gouge and some lines are busted. Let's check the old, I plugged something in and blew the serial port. That's right here, always. That looks good too. Amber switch has been replaced because that's a long duck dong. And I don't know what we're getting in. We do have some damage here, which is going to prevent it from booting because that is on the RAM bus right outside of the CPU underneath. So this CPU is had it. We might have to totally take it off and replace it. Piece of crap camera, piece of crap GoPro. I am half tempted to say hell with it and buy my Sony camera because it's Christmas time. So she's a 25 megahertz board. We're going to get her over on the bench and it won't power up. I guarantee you that because the CPU is smashed, rusty, pins are gone, and we'll see what we can do with that. Oh my god, welcome back to 1080p. Alright, so you see what I'm doing? I'm cutting the legs off the 030, couple at a time. They don't mess up any of the traces, because that's what I'm worried about. So I would rather just take my time, because I'm in no hurry, and just cut them all off. Do a couple at a time. I can do different sides at a time. Look at that. Oh no. That's horrible, Chris. Sure is. Drink this. It'll make you feel better.
It's my barbecue sauce.
I just want to carefully get these pins out. If I was to hot air this off, there's damage under here that will prevent me from saving all these legs, and I don't want to rewire this board. We're going to debraid it with the Avon desoldering wick. Yeah, if I would have hot aired this off, I would have ruined it. There was something underneath of these pins. They're actually broken. The traces on the pins are broken. That's even worse than I expected. Let's zoom in here at a 1080p look and see what we see. You see those lines that you're seeing right here? Well, those are missing spots in the traces. So if I would have hot aired that off, it would have pulled all those pads right out of there. So I clipped her wings, and I'm going to have to do the same thing for this side because, yeah, it's amazing how a quality Canon camera, VIAS HRF 800, 1080p, but makes you appreciate what you got, I guess. Look at the dirt coming out of this girl. The CPU's out. Look at this. There's something under the CPU that's causing it to like rot. So it looks like crap because it is crap. And I'm getting all the flux off, but there's green coming from the via holes underneath the CPU. So she rotted herself out like up here. The owner cleaned here and broke the pins. So that's why I had to remove the CPU. We're going to replace it. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Something inside of them is pulling out mad yuck. God, this is just pulling out tons of yuck. The problem is I don't know if these lines are good under the CPU. If they're rotted somehow, there was nothing over here to rot. The Varda didn't leak, but the freaking CPU did. Look, she's pooping through the holes. Ugh. What I'm concerned with is the rot around these vias that go to those pins, because that is an expensive, time-consuming endeavor that I don't feel like dealing with right now.
Oh shit.
Big pain in the butt because I have to wire it underneath to its destination and pin out all the lines. How do you get rot under a CPU? I don't know. All those vias go somewhere, and they're all rusted black. Alright, I know you want to be part of this here, so let's get this girl the hell out. She's getting evicted. First cut one positive, then cut your ground. Then you can lift up the battery a little bit to get this final, and then I'll remove it with solder. I used to keep those. So I'm talking with Mr. Jonathan while I'm doing this, and we're just discussing how the Varda really didn't leak, but it did leak because you can see there's some crust around Denise. I do see internally to her socket that there is some mess. We're going to pull her out here with the little chip extractor pry bar take a look at her teeth. This has been cleaned because it's been cleaned. There's a little bit of scuzz around her insides. That's fine. Socket wise, there's been some greening on the socket, but it's not bad. It's just like tips. But the problem is, it comes from the bottom. Alright, let's check this out. Next to Buster, this white sticker. Look at the VIAS. This is what I'm talking about. The board looks clean, but they're infected with scuzz. And something's eating them up. But there's nothing over here besides the CPU and the power trimmer caps and the CPU and the little cap for the Ramsey and that and the FPU and the delay line. That's it. Now on the bottom of the freaking corner of this thing, this battery leak infection. It's like acid leaked somewhere on this side, underneath the CPU, up its vias, destroyed the CPU. So it leaked from this side. Something from this side leaked. This is all CPU, FPU. Wonder why my Amiga doesn't work. I still need to fix these lines and visually inspect everything else, because if Ramsey's got the disease, everybody else is going to have the disease too. I'm going to have to get a micro drill and go through each one. Rings. Glorious rings. Come on, Hooch. Just gotta let it sit here and sit and sit and sit. I'll check back with you in a bit. I'm going to be punching vias with micro drills and breaking drill bits and cussing. It's now 6:06 p.m. Over an hour was spent punching out all of the rot from all of the holes around the CPU area. I'm still pulling crap out of the bottom. You can see her, she got excited and blew or squirted all over the table here. Never seen that happen in real life. Oh, they get the drill bit out. Wonderful. What is this? Oh, found a screw. That's salt. We throw that out. Alright. So CPU rot. I found the drill bit. That's the crap we're pulling out over holes. I don't know how it got in there or what rotted. All I know is we got it cleaned up. I feel a little bit better putting a CPU on there, knowing the holes are empty. I would rather fill them with solder myself than have them leak through. But I'm just trying to get it working. The weird part is the leaks are not from a capacitor. They're not from a battery. They're from something else. I don't know what they're from. R895, 896 still have toilet paper on their butthole, and they're still green. You got them knocking it off there. So green. What the hell is over here? Did you have an accelerator on top of here that had a battery that possibly was leaking? Like a warp engine, or I don't know, something was here, big enough to get near the CPU, or big enough to get right here. And shit here. So 3640 doesn't have enough girth to get over top up here on the CPU. It just doesn't have it. Hi, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. It is now 5:37 p.m. Okay, so this is diagram. We're also going to grab the serial cable carefully. We're going to launch putty. That's RGB on this diagram, serial on that, power supply on, and double check my work. Click it. She's freaking dead. Dead. That's what my CPU in it. Dead. Let me get something more expensive. I really can't wait to get this new camera. Oh! Whew. This is a 3640. It says good. I know it says good because it came out of the mediator. Now I know this camera is ass, but that's clear. This is frozen to the board. Frozen. Can you see the crust? Not my finger, I know it's gross. I do a lot of picking and crap. I will normally take a poker, stick it in the metal part of the hole to lift the jumper out. But I'm causing board flex. It is frozen to the board. What do you do in a situation like that? I'm going to take some Deoxit D5. Just coat her down. Lubricating that for a second should allow me to break it free with a pair of pliers. I'm going to use some angled pliers here. Holy crap. Can you see the green now at the base? Yeah. Look at that. Alright, so I've tested the got the jumpers moving now. They move freely. And they're not glued shut. I'm going to go around the other ones here just to make sure they move and move over external. Send a small prayer to J Minor, Carl Sassenrath, RJ. There's something else wrong with this girl. There ain't nothing. It's dead, Jim. We don't have diagram, we don't have no RAM, we don't have nothing. It was not just a CPU. It is not just a CPU. There's no way on earth that you can bork a 3000 that bad to where diagram won't work. I don't even get serial. I have an X. I can make a character if I turn it on and off really fast. That's just serial buffer overload. Alright, I'm going to regroup and come up with a new plan. I might have to bust out, I'm probably going to have to bust out the oscilloscope after that. I'm just going to do the quick and dirty before I have to get into scoping, because it's a pain in the butt. And I've pulled Paul out here, putting it in the back bit, that this chip has been cleaned. Paula failed. Paula failed. How's Paula good? Paula failed. Paula failed. Lift her up. Put her top. Test. Paula failed. Bottom. Test. Paula failed. Put her in the middle. Test. Paula failed. I have one Paula, one Denise left. Here's my Paula, or a Paula. Take the owner's bull crap. Test this one. Paula passed all tests. There's the vacuum cleaner. Sorry. I had to buy a new one because Mona destroyed the vacuum cleaner I had. Clean up while they vacuum, argue, and F with the dog. I have a CPU on order. This CPU works. Everything is set for external. Oh look! Blue! That's a diagram color. But hey, it's video. Blue. Cool. I'll be back after the vacuum's done. So I'm rereading this note after helping my kid buy Minecraft crap. So has this board ever worked? I just cut my foot and I'm eating the crunchy letter M with Pop Rocks in it. So this board doesn't work. It didn't work. And we don't know if it's going to work.
Du hast mich.
We might have to put a Denise socket in it too. I don't like how it looked. It looked like it was cleaned. Unknown. Alright, let me pull the DMAC out. Same thing. Check it for rot. It's all rotted on the side. Why you want to lube it first. And this side is rotted. So, yep. Fudge. Where'd you get this board from? This thing's beat up, man. This thing is beat up. You gotta laugh at these. I mean, you just gotta laugh. Really, come on. Your DMAX rotted. Something leaked into here, or this machine was a eBay, whatever. Where the hell is this from? An eBay.nl, is that Netherlands? Purchase of somebody threw this together. There's green crap floating out of the chip. Super DMAC 02s, if you can even find them, are expensive. And due to the fact that it's like butt crack near Christmas, it's got a white mark on it. Does it even work? We don't know. I've scraped the metal. We don't know. DMAC pin 1 is towards you. Get the dog hair out of there. Okay, Super DMAC replaced. Power still in it. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Oh, God. I'm going to have to do the same for Gary, Ramsey, all these guys. We do not know the condition of this girl. Rot. This board was like dipped in acid. Two sides. Rot. See the darkness? Rot. Lord. Socket. Rotted. Literally rotted. Rotted away. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
It's into the chip. So the chip might be dead. Gary, I don't have you. Because you're $80 plus $50 shipping from Anal Logic. Because Raj won't combine shipping. I say Buster's going to be green on this side because this is the side with the rot. Ramsey here is going to be either rotted on this side and this side. I don't know. Let's just pull Buster out first. As I said, rot. Ramsey, I don't have. Rot on the north. Like, what in the heck is going on with this Amiga? Everything's freaking rotted. Fudge, man. Battery didn't leak, but something leaked all over the chips and just destroyed them all. Whole set of customs for a 3000. How much does that cost? There goes Christmas, kids. It's rusty over here. This is all rusty. Just me moving the sockets on the chips to see if by some chance in hell. Now before I get too bum crazy here, we're gonna grab the Thermal Master. If I can get it out of the box. I've been trying to keep it in here to keep it nice. I'm gonna let that run, get hot. The thing is, we're gonna use this camera. We should see a bunch of orange here. Doesn't indicate that it's super hot, it's just showing you that things are working. Oh yeah, we got the gals. My hands here, they're not deathly hot. We have some glue logic up here that is not. Ice cold chip RAM. This clock chip is only cold or warm by my finger. This chip is not. This hex inverter transceiver or octobus transceiver resistor array phase lock loop is warm, and this chip is semi-warm. The buffer RAM at the top there you can see is red. 4-bit field RAM, red, green, blue. Warm. They're fine. Amber has a touch to her on heat. Over here on the 040, it looks like Chernobyl, but it's not. That's the gals. I could point here and get a temperature reading of 117 degrees right here. Kind of nice. And the gals are hot. The 040 is a nice cool 91.5. Look at that. It looks like Chernobyl, but it's not. Let's see. ROM chips, nothing. We have a super duper warm thing here of 88 degrees. That's fine. We have a SCSI chip. Or no, we have a CIA that's hot and a CIA that's hot and a SCSI chip that's cold. We have a Super DMAC 02 that is warm. We have a crystal that's reflective. We have 3 glue logics that are not doing anything. Our delay line is warm, as is the 2 logics next to it. Fat Gary is cold. Resistor packs are glowing. Some of the, whatever that is here is not warm at all. Touched it. Underneath of Gary, we have a 89 degree Ramsey, and that's all I can see the tip of. It's not really warm at all. Denise and Paula are working, as is Agnes. You can clearly see her red face. And the Amber Logic and the op amp is all good. The Vidiats are even warm. Look at that. So they're all functional. And we still have a video signal on the screen. So, unplug. Thank you, Thermal Master, for making this camera. It helps me when I remember to use it first before undertaking a death loop. Now, just because our Denise is warm does not mean Denise is working. Top ROM socket. See the beef in her teeth? Do you see the blackness line? It's from here to here. And if I tilt her tooth back far, you can see the crustiness. That's how all the chips were. Look at that. That's beautiful. Rebuilding. 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 You hear my stomach? Sorry. The only thing I can think of is somebody had something on here that that leaked a battery acid or something and totally damaged pretty much every single chip in the machine. So the ROM lines are not talking, or the CPU lines are not talking, or this Kel connector's broken, or there's something else wrong. And my stomach's ground. I don't feel like working on it. So we'll check back in a bit.
Amazing Drive Chris, keep the Amiga dream alive. Please consider joining the Patreon.
Yo, it's Big Snoop, D.O. Double Gears. When people ask me, do I really know Dr. Chris? To which I say, hells yeah, I know him.
Thanks for checking this out. And as Dr. Chris says, thanks for watching, and we hope you learned something.
Wow, that was great. Please consider helping Dr. Chris.
Dr. Chris, he's the best there ever was. I can tell you that personally, besides me, of course.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?